Welcome to the Mario era, chapter 150.
Cientos. I don't know. 50?
50.
Yeah.
150. Oh no, this is not good.
Oh, I'm in the top. I'm like in the top 1% of Duolingo, and I totally screwed this up. I'm terrible. I'm on the bench. I'm on the bench.
I mean, you're gonna practice for 150.
Yeah, it totally took me off guard. I'm gonna be honest. Right out of the game, I'm right on the bench. First drive of the game, I fumbled. All right, well, we're off and running.
How you guys doing?
I'm good, Deshaun. How about yourself?
Very well.
Yeah, it's us in FIU.
Cheers.
Cheers. What are you drinking, buddy?
Wellers.
I got a little
Weller.
Angel's Envy tonight. Did a brisket. It was phenomenal. I got the missus got us a little smoker. Was the early. I felt so bad for her because she's like, I was trying to give it to you for Christmas, but as soon as I parked in my driveway, my neighbor's like, hey, you got a Traeger. It's in the back. Like seconds. I was like, babe, I'm sorry, but he just told me what she got me. And he's like, well, we can use it then. And I was like, oh, okay, we can use it. I felt bad, but it was good. It's good brisket. Very good brisket. Damn good brisket. And now it's good whiskey. So happy Whiskey Wednesday. How you doing, Scoop?
I'm great. I applaud you for doing the brisket. And that for me seems like one of the worst possible things to do yourself, right? Because I don't have no chance that I start something 10 hours ago, right? To be able to eat it 10 hours, like it would never happen in my lifetime. So well done. Well, I know, look, I know plenty of guys who love, it's like, it's a thing.
I love
to cook the meat for 3 days. I'm like, no. I look, I'm hungry. I need to eat. Let's move on.
I did a chicken thigh in a crock pot recipe yesterday that was friggin' cooking for 6 hours, and it was friggin' awesome. The house smelled amazing.
Yeah, I love a crock pot. The problem is it never gets tended to in the morning. Like it'll never get done. And so, I mean, it is like the easiest, like it's like an air fryer.
That's phenomenal.
Which we don't have
there and
still.
Ignored for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, I got an air fryer. That thing's amazing.
Right. Still don't have one.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
No, I got up this morning.
Crazy.
I had that thing like seasoned in like settling for like 96 hours, 72 hours.
See? Like who thinks that far in advance?
And then next, I woke up this
season my
morning,
meat so I can eat it next
started
Thursday.
it, went to gym.
I had to season the smoker,
amazing.
I think.
It was amazing. It was, and my brisket sauce that I just came up with on the fly was probably the best brisket sauce or best like ever. I was like, what the hell? I impressed myself. This is cool stuff. Turning over a new leaf. Let's go. Let's go. Just like the Hurricanes are going to do when Cam Ward sits out.
Why, dude? Why is he going to sit out? Why are you going to piss everybody off? It's you that fucking tweeted that shit out.
I did because I was like, he shouldn't play at all. And I got like hate threats because I told him he shouldn't play. And I'm like, what am I missing here? Like you guys,
I didn't even see that. I said the same thing from the OBB account. I'm
like, dude, the guy hits
they
the
don't
portal.
owe us. They don't owe the fans. They don't us the fans. You want to go down into Green Tree?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, let's do that.
Fight 72. Fight. Hey,
Let's go.
Also, I mean,
He and X specifically.
That's what Lloyd's of London exists for. Get yourself your insurance policy.
Knock it off.
40 million and go ahead and play the game.
Look.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on. Before you say anything, just look at the landscape. How everything has changed. And then all of a sudden this offseason, Cam Ward, possibly the #1 overall pick, wants to play in a meaningless bowl game. Travis Hunter, the Heisman Trophy frontrunner, wants to play in a meaningless bowl game. Shedeur Sanders wants to play in the meaningless bowl game. These guys always opted out in the past. Now all of a sudden they're not this year. That's good. That's a good thing.
It's great. I'm not saying that it's not great for the fans. It's great for the fans.
That's all that matters.
What I'm saying is it's not. What I'm saying is you as fans, and I'm not trying to be fan police because you're gonna bitch about it, but you can't expect them to do that for us. They don't owe us anything.
I don't expect them, but X gave 5 years to
us.
Right.
So if he wants to sit out a bowl game because he wants to ensure that he doesn't get injured and potentially ruin his lifelong dream of playing on Sundays, he has every right to do so. And if I was advising him, I would suggest he does. That's all I'm saying. Is it great for fans that they want to play? Sure. Would I advise it? Absolutely not.
I just think what compounds it, and I'm on Scoop's side here. Obviously, you know where I'm on the side of the street because I posted it publicly and I got a lot of hate mail for it. But I would advise him too, because I just said, regardless of the finality of it, okay, you go 10-3, you go 11-2. It doesn't matter for next year. It's not going to help the University of Miami. If they win the Pop Tarts Bowl, they won the Pop Tarts Bowl, a meaningless Pop Tarts Bowl.
It's the Pop Tart Bowl.
Right? If they lose the Pop Tarts Bowl, they lose the Pop Tarts Bowl. Where my mind immediately went, I was like, okay, if you were able to show 11-win season and they rank you in the preseason top 5, then that's worth something for the future of the program, because that allows you a little wiggle room. So if you do lose, you don't come right out of the 25 and you get the strength of schedule debate. So I'm like, regardless, whatever Cam Ward does, win or lose, right, play or not play, I don't think it's going to affect the University of Miami in 2025. I just don't, because he wins, they're going to rank the University of Miami low because we don't have Cam Ward. The only reason why we were good because we had a good offense in Cam Ward. We lose, doesn't matter. It's just, so when that's on the table for me, that's when I'm telling Cam, just sit out. It doesn't matter. If you want to play, okay. But you got a lot of money on the line, and God forbid that guy doesn't go in the first round because he tweaked something and we cost him that, then all hell's going to break loose.
So here's the difference. And you guys are just, God, you're just pissing on parades here. So this is not 5 years ago. All of these guys have actual agents now. They don't call them agents. They're their advisors, but they're friggin' agents. We know that they're really agents.
Agent fluffers.
So these guys are getting sound advice in their ears about
a good story.
The ramifications of playing or not playing. It's not they're uneducated, not like they're not educated on the possible pitfalls and stuff like that. But these guys know all this information. And all these players still want to play in the Pop Tart Bowl or the Cheddar Cheese Bowl, whichever meaningless bowl it is. And that's awesome. And you guys are like, no, they shouldn't.
That's not. No, you're no. Oh my God, you're like the Twitter parade. You're being ridiculous.
You're being ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Of course, it's great. It's great. We all want him to play. It'd be awesome. I want to see X one more time. I'm saying I would advise against it.
Get that, but
that's what I'm saying.
They have better advisors than you, with all due respect.
No kidding. If they want to play, great. But the fact that we say that we think they should sit out, and then you get, here's the thing that bothers me about it. It's the fans thinking that they owe them something. It's the fans thinking, no, don't quit. Don't quit on your team. That's you being selfish. That's you not caring about them, that you just want to see them play again. That's all that is. You can't tell me an ounce otherwise. That's all that is. That is being selfish as fans.
I don't even get it.
How do you not think that? How do you literally not think that?
How did Cam Ward come here?
Negative change in sports in the last 20 years. Dude, when we were kids, you finished what you started. You played in those bowl games.
Oh, it's the Pop Tart Bowl.
Bro, and then the landscape changed.
How did Cam Ward get here? Listen, he's going to say, I'm from the University of Miami Hurricanes. He's a 1-year rental, and I get it, and I enjoyed it. But he's not from the farm system. He Juan Soto'd our ass, right? He's in for 1 year and he's out the door. He's just going to be able to say, I played for the New York Yankees. I played for the University of Miami Hurricanes. But how did he get here? He got here because of a 7-figure NIL. So if all of a sudden he makes the decision to think about his future and the many more 7 figures and even 8 figures he's going to amass and secure his family, I'm going to respect it. I respected it when you got here because that's the nature of the business. And if you opted out, I respect that too. So like, I don't understand why it's like we have this allegiance. Like he was here for 4 years and we should watch him. I don't think so. I'm like, go off and ride off into the sunset like John Wayne. I don't care. Click your boots. Click. I don't care. Just ride off into the sunset. It was fun watching you, but it's the Pop Tarts Bowl.
It's the Pop Tarts Bowl. Nobody gives a shit.
We're going to be streaming it live.
And I'm not going to give a shit.
Wouldn't you rather stream it watching Cam?
Yeah.
Actually,
I would.
the storylines with Emery
is
would be
the
pretty
smart
fun.
decision for Cam? No, it's not.
Okay.
So everybody can get mad at me about it and get mad at Roe about it. That's you being selfish.
I was kind of shocked by that when I put that out there, and I literally scrolled through and I was just like, oh my goodness, I pissed a lot of people off, because I really never thought that there was a counterculture argument to that. I was like, I thought this was a given he was going to sit out. Why is everybody mad at me when I'm telling him to sit out?
Everybody was mad at you, bro.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Whatever.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, cheers.
It's kind of like the tweet today.
Today's Jesus, what happened today?
That nobody understood. And I'm saying nobody. And I'm like, man, what is I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed in the OBB
I know
fan
which one.
here.
I know which one.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Mendoza
You kill
kid
it on green
enters. Mendoza kid enters the portal. And I say he'd kill it on Green Tree.
You would?
He would. You guys don't get it. Nobody
No.
gets it. Everyone's like, oh my God, don't take him. He's mid. Don't take him. You don't get it. Like, think about that tweet for a second.
But at the same
It was
time,
one of the best tweets of the year, and you guys are clueless.
No, I thought Danny Cannell killed
Emery.
I was talking about us.
Oh, okay.
One of our best tweets.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You could say the same thing about Emery. He's going to kill it on Green Tree.
He won't kill it on Green Tree. but
Green
but
Tree all
Mendoza
American.
has a
I bet
propensity
you
for it. He's a veteran.
Quickly before we get off the Pop Tarts Bowl, anyone know what the payout is for the Pop Tarts Bowl?
$6 million.
There you
God.
go. Anybody
it
know who
really?
the defending Pop Tarts Bowl champion is?
Mike
He was a
Wisconsin.
Joker last year.
Oh, I don't know.
I have
K-
no idea.
K-State.
K-State.
Beat NC State, who was
Beat
ranked,
NC
by the way, 19th.
The Pop Tarts Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pop-Tarts Bowl.
That's-
31,000 strong.
I
at
got.
last year's game.
I went and
Such
secured
a terrible
some
stadium.
Pop-Tarts, and I got to tell you something. I guess they're not as good as they were when we were kids. These things are cardboard now. They're literally pieces of cardboard.
Oh, are they?
Oh, they're horrific.
I was about to go on an errand last time I was on
Yeah.
shift, and I
They're
was
not
going to
very
go
good.
find a chocolate,
But they're better
Pop-Tart.
than toaster strudels.
Oh, God, stop it.
But
Toaster strudels are like a Danish.
when I can't
They're
say
good.
this
They're
because-
soft. They're flaky. They're gooey. You just said Pop-Tarts are cardboard, which I've been telling
They
you
are.
for 2 years.
They're trash now.
They are
I was-
absolute dog shit.
I was
I
going to
wouldn't
get a
feed
Pop-Tart.
them to my dogs.
I was going to get a Pop-Tart, but I thought RFK Jr. was going to tackle me. So I was like, no.
You don't want to do that either.
Mm-mm.
Pop-Tart, hey, you see Red 3?
Isn't it like Red 6?
No, I think
the
it's
dye?
Red 3. Yeah, the dye
Yeah.
is
It
getting
kills-
banned.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that
It kills people. Oh, my, we shouldn't put it in food?
fucking red Skittles, man?
Unbelievable. They're
They need Skittles.
banning it.
Mm-hmm.
It only took one guy 2 months.
Well, he's
It's
not
gone.
even in yet.
It's not even in yet.
It's not even his job.
And this thing that's been killing people for decades is going to be gone.
I have to bring something
Incredible.
up politics at the end of the show because one of the a legendary thing happened that we have to talk about. Just want to throw that out there. So please
Awesome.
don't.
Can't wait for that.
That way we can also get banned from Google.
Yeah. Everybody can tune out.
All right. So the portal is obviously active, guys. Names coming in, going out. I'm
Crazy.
the one. All I'm seeing though are offensive players throwing their top 4 that have Miami in it. And I could care less about. I don't care about wide receivers. I like our wide receiver. Maybe get one. I need secondary. I need to see the cornerback from. I need the Purdue safety. I think Scoop mentioned that. I need the cornerback from Arizona. Like I need a Legion of Boom.
Those were cool shoulder pads.
Yeah, where are they? Were great shoulder pads. Where are those guys? I mean, there are some good defense. The kid from Arizona is 6'4", long. I mean, stud. The other stud from Michigan State. You got the safety from Purdue. I don't even know if we're going after any of them. I'm not sure. I don't mind them bringing in. I mean, look, Rivers is a top 5 receiver in the country yardage wise, and CJ Daniels is damn good from LSU. So if you want to bring both of those guys in, bring them in. But I agree with you.
You need about 3 playmakers. Here's the deal, though. Why you were asking for your wish list, and it's the wish list season. It's Christmas is coming up, right? Hanukkah too, Festival of Lights. Here's the reality: you want playmakers. Your floor in the secondary is so low, it's subterranean, right? You get anybody, they're probably going to be better than what you just marched out there this year. Because it was
in our secondary is mole people.
Yeah, like it was bad, right? You just, I want something. I want a playmaker. Okay, I want a playmaker.
Shut because they never see sunlight. They couldn't see a thing.
Yeah, that they were running away. They were running away. I'm telling you, coming up on 10 years of student of the game, that was the worst safety tandem that I'd seen since doing it. I don't want to beat a dead horse. They beat us enough. I'm just saying they're gonna get, they're probably gonna look for some other guys in the portal. It's not going to take much. It is not going to take much to improve back there, at all. Sorry.
I like Rivers. Can you watch this film?
Is that good from FIU?
Yeah.
Okay. Like again, bro. Like I'm not going to get excited over offensive players at this stage. I need defensive players.
You should because we're gonna need all the offense we can get.
Well, but I mean, I like. Do you not think that someone like Ray can step into that slot place?
I do.
I do, but that he's ready to be number one. I think.
Yeah, I mean, but they're going out and trying to get Rivers, so I don't know.
I got you. No, I got you. But I'd like to. I'm not seeing that as a nearly the biggest position of need. But
we're desperate for secondary.
I got you.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't see. Here's the thing. I don't believe that as many things or players or whatever is on top of the table as is news that comes out for other kids being related to other schools, because Mario just doesn't like it that way. Right. I do believe that a lot of stuff goes on, and we've seen it. I mean, look, Cam went to the NFL and all of a sudden he was here. So he just does things in the dark a lot. Like you just stuff happens that you don't necessarily expect to. So like the portal stuff, you can't really judge it by what you hear or what's out there. I mean, because I think a lot of it is either fluff, unrealistic, untrue. So I think there'll be plenty of. I said, what was the fluff thing from earlier? That's twice we've used fluff.
Agent Fluffers from before.
Agent Fluffers. We said fluff twice in this show.
Yeah, it's a lot of fluff.
The third time the Pop Tarts S'more I had fluff in it.
Yeah.
Cardboard with fluff.
Cardboard with fluff. All right.
Did you eat it?
I did eat it, and then I threw the other three away.
Talk to me, Goose.
Hold that thought. Underdog is the place to play if you're a sports fan looking to win money while watching sports. With over 5 million happy players and $2 billion won, Underdog makes it fun and easy to cash in on all your favorite athletes' performances. Compete against other players by just selecting higher or lower on 2 or more player stats, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. So turn every touchdown into a win with Underdog. Join over 5 million fans that are already playing on Underdog. They've got all your favorite leagues, teams, and stars to choose from. Create entries with all football selections or mix and match across your other favorite sports. Underdog puts the power to cash out in your hands as well. Now you can either keep riding with your entry or tap the Win Now button to cash out whenever you want. Every dog deserves a second chance. With Underdog Rescues, you can get your money back and receive a promo if an early injury causes your entry to lose. So here's the deal. Download the app, use promo code ORANGE, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. That's $1,000 in bonus cash instantly with code ORANGE. Download the app right now. And our bet for this weekend, there's only one game to choose from. So we're going Army-Navy. And I got to pull it up now. Here we go. So we have a 2-bet champions pick parlay. We're going with Bryson Daly, the Army quarterback, to have higher than 120.5 rushing yards, and Alex Teska, the Navy running back, to have higher than 30.5 rushing yards. And there you go. Well, right now, I should notice that that's a $50 bet we're doing. We're up to $438 right now in the account that they started for us with 150. So we're doing pretty good.
I told you what we need to do. We need to finish the year on the high note, and then we're just going to go in with our partners beating the bookie, and we're just going to bankroll on something.
No, what happened is we're going to
bankroll it again and bankroll it again, and then we're going to be swipe right millionaires.
We're going to win this bet, and that's going to get our money up to over $500. We're then going to cash that out, and BTB has a 5-unit max play we'll talk about, that you can get in on if you want to for the bowl season, and I think we might just put it on that. Oh, Scoop was like, oh, well, that's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
He's actually got two.
Yes, he does. Yes, he
got
does.
two max plays.
He got two max plays. Yep, for bowls. So you might want to sign up. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And stick around. He's got one play for us this week. Only one game this week.
Mm-hmm.
Range.
All right. One. So let's talk about Cam Rising. I saw this thing. This was hilarious, bro. Back in 2017, Cam Rising and Trevor Lawrence were two of the most highly recruited quarterbacks coming out. One went to Clemson. The other one went to Texas. This coming season, Trevor Lawrence will be entering his 5th in the NFL. Cam Rising will be entering his whatever this is at not Utah anymore, but somewhere else.
He's still there.
And bro, when you see him, if you put the D'Artagnan hat on him, he's D'Artagnan from Three Musketeers.
I didn't even know that was his name. That's his name?
D'Artagnan, yeah.
D'Artagnan.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
he will end up, leading the Mormon church or something.
I don't know, man.
You know what I mean? Like
he's been at Utah for like 6 years.
Yeah, but he's not. I think he's
leaving. No, they brought someone in. They got who did they get? Shoot, I saw it go by today. Utah got their quarterback.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
They're not going with Wilson?
No, hold on. Let me go ahead and.
Oh, I did see. Hey, did you see Mensa go to Duke? That was quick,
dude. Manny, nice pull.
That was a nice pull.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he got Malik Murphy last year.
Mexico,
New Mexico.
Yeah, that's who Utah got. Devin Dampier.
But he got Malik Murphy last year. It's a good pull. Malik jumps into the portal, and he goes
after
and he gets Mensa. Mensa's got 3 years left too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good pull for him.
Well, but so did Malik.
No, I think Malik's only got 1 year left.
Does he? Okay.
I think so.
It's weird.
I may be wrong, but I think so.
He had a good season.
I couldn't tell you. He thinks he's going to get more money somewhere else.
Okay. Well, speaking of which, they dropped some podcast dropped the NIL, how much everyone is spending. Now, the top 25 NIL collectives. It looks like this is just public university, so Miami is not on here. But there's a couple of interesting schools.
Okay.
So first off, they have Texas at number 1 at 22 million, Ohio State at number 2 at 20 million. And we kind of heard that Ohio State's number was right around 20 million. Here's what surprised me. You know who is on here? The number 2 team in the ACC. Clemson's number 1 at 15 million. The number 2 team in NIL collective in the ACC.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Clemson's got money for what?
15.2 million apparently.
For
to keep their players. To keep their players.
Yeah. That's what they're paying for their players right now.
Okay. Just the ones that are coming in and staying.
I guess.
They're just moving the money around.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay.
Who do you think's got the number 2 ACC payroll?
ACC.
Mm-hmm.
I know the answer.
Are we keeping you awake?
A little bit.
Now he's
hold
picking
on.
his teeth. Just
Yesterday,
riveting stuff.
Hold on. Yesterday or as of today?
There's no time on this thing, man. I don't know. It's just
because today I'd go with the Belichickians.
Oh, North Carolina.
What a disaster that is. We can talk about that too.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, this is not good. It's the University of Virginia.
Doing?
Virginia, UVA.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia.
Yeah.
12.7 million.
Virginia pays their players?
Yeah.
They have agent fluffers too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Florida State was the number 3 ACC team at 10 million, and Louisville number 4 at 9.4.
See, I think the University of Miami is high up there too. I think under the private school rules, for whatever reason, they don't have to, because all those schools are like public schools.
Yeah. I mean, I would think Miami's above.
I mean, you can't be the number 1 team in the ACC in terms of recruiting and be like the number 10 team in NIL deal. It just doesn't work that way.
Bro, Florida State spent $10 million. That's $5 million a win.
Stay hot, boys.
Spent $5 million a win. So if they want to win 10 games,
that's like Daniel Jones touchdown passes.
And you see who they're getting for the quarterback? The kid who quit on his team last year, Castellanos from BC.
He's kind of electric. He's electric.
He's interesting. I will tell you. I tell you what. That's a pretty good
fit
fit with Gus Malzahn.
I will just say that the coach he's coming from has a pretty good quarterback record and told this guy to pound rocks.
That's because he's an option quarterback. I mean, he's a decent thrower of the ball, but he's not a Bill O'Brien guy.
No.
I mean, that's not his flavor. But Gus Malzahn can use Castellanos very well, I think. That's a good tandem.
He's a little jitterbug, man.
He is.
So,
It's a good tandem.
I don't know. It's also, I mean, it could work. I mean, it's going to work better than 2 wins.
I was going to say
assumably.
it's better than this year.
It's going to work assumably better than 2 wins, but I think both moves kind of scream desperation. I really do. I think Malzahn, that was a sexy pick in 2010. You know what I'm saying? And Castellanos quitting on your team. I think Toast is right. It just screams desperation.
Well, and you also had to
do
Bill
something.
O'Brien. Not the first guy to hate Bill O'Brien.
You're
Right,
in
he
a
went into the
desperate
portal.
state. Yeah.
So you can
What's up with DJU?
Yeah. I think
DJ
DJ's coming back,
Umestats,
isn't
what's
he?
he doing? He's got to hit the port, right? Castellanos comes, he's got to leave, right?
You would think, but where's he going to go?
Because he's not going to fit in that system. What's he going to do in Malzahn's system?
Better
He's a
than
statue.
last year. It can't do any worse.
Oh, he absolutely can. In that system?
Oh,
Are you kidding me? He's going to have 11 attempts a game. Like, Florida State's not going to throw the ball. We realize that, right?
all right. We better have some linebackers so we can tackle them.
We need those too.
Yeah, we
Linebackers. Bobby's staying. Bobby Washington's staying.
Yeah.
I like
Brothers
that.
out.
Robbie is leaving.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And listen, man, that wide receiver room's stacked. I can see guys like I'm not surprised that AJ left. I mean, that running back room is stacked. Like he deserves to get more carries. He's not gonna get carries. Damien's coming back. I mean, it's a logjam. Pringle's coming in. That's why CJ. I mean, so you still got the speed. I mean,
Yeah. Pringle's
You
a 10-4, 10-5 guy. I think. I mean, he's CJ fast. I don't know if I haven't watched much of his film. I don't know if he's a better running back or not. Couldn't
the
tell you
problem
that.
with CJ is that he saw Lyle run.
Well,
That's pretty much the issue with all the
Lyle's special.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That they all like, well, now I'm behind him as well. Like I'm never going to see the field.
Yeah.
So,
But I think AJ leaving is an indication that Damien comes back,
I think so too. Yeah.
because I don't think he would have left if he was the number 3 and potentially 2. Like,
Yeah.
if you're the 2-3, you're going to get plenty of touches.
Mm-hmm.
He just happened to be
He
the
looked good when he got
3-4.
touches.
Dude, AJ Allen's very good.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna miss him. You know, but I think what they see.
I'm a little sad.
I think the emergence of Jordan is really going to pay dividends, and that's kind of that's the other thing too. Because even if he is the number 2, and the way Jordan came in, is he going to really be 2? You promise these kids the world. I know it's like, hey, you're going to compete, but you're going to have a good opportunity to play. But when you're not playing, that kind of, they didn't take AJ Allen to be like, hey, you're going to compete, but we're barely going to play you. That those words never come out of people's mouths, right? Regardless of what they say, I never promise anybody playing time, but you don't promise them you're never going to play either. So a good opportunity. He's going to bless somebody. Hopefully it's not in the ACC because he's going to kick our ass.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, he came here when this room was depleted.
yes.
Like, we needed him badly.
Yeah.
I mean, we had next to nobody. What was it, 3 years ago? I mean, literally next to nobody in that room. So that's when he came, and then the other guys came in after and just took the carries from him.
Did you guys see the is Clyburn leaving Florida?
Yeah, he is.
And do you see
That can't be real.
Real? That can't be.
It can't be real.
Demanding to play every third down, like that can't be real.
That can't be. He wants $45,000 a month. That can't be real.
We were upset when we lost him.
I know.
Yeah. I mean,
But he has to be a starter. Has to play every third down. Like how do you even guarantee that? Like I don't understand. That can't be real.
there's no way that's real.
But you think he left?
If it is real, they should have kicked him. They should have cleaned out his locker
Absolutely.
for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
Here's our response to this, Jake. your closer out at Applebee's.
Ahmad Moten's coming back.
Thanhe
Gonna run it back.
Where was he going?
Nice. He has some stout moments. Maybe try to declare it for the NFL.
No. That kid can come back and like raise that stock. Like he played really well at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. I think he knows that too.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Got called for.
You want to talk about the Bill Belichick of it all?
Oh my God!
Before we go around the
So
horn.
here's the first thing. With the UNC, just so you guys know, upcoming schedule, we have them in 2 years, 2026, and then not again until 2029 and 2030. So we're talking 5 years down the line before we get to the home and home. So chances are we're going to see them once.
And we might not even be in the ACC when we see him the second time.
What are you guys thinking about this? They fired a 73-year-old to hire a 72-year-old. They're getting the youth movement is
they
real.
went younger. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's terrible. Have you ever looked at Bill Belichick and his his skills and just how he talks to people?
Bro, did you see the 24-year-old?
And how's that going to translate? How's that going to translate in a living room with a young kid?
Did you see the 24-year-old young kid he landed?
Yeah, but he's got pipe interest there. He doesn't have pipe interest. You would hope so. You know what I'm saying? When he's in a living room with an 18, 19-year-old young male.
You don't think he's talking about laying pipe in that meeting?
So I don't know, but pipe interest is funny. But I just think it's a terrible move. It's a terrible move. I know he's a name. I know he's won so many Super Bowls. I know you're going to learn from the guy. But it's just one of those things. You got to recruit at this level, and it's relentless. It's absolutely relentless. And he's coming from a system where, look, you got to franchise tag some guys. You had contracts locking in players. So now he's got to kiss this 18-year-old's ass, and then he's got to kiss it again at 19, and he's got to kiss it again at 20, and kiss it again at 21. That's a lot of ass kissing for a guy who does not need to ass kiss at 72 years old.
She is driving him crazy. Let's throw it out there. She's driving him crazy. He wants to get the hell out of the house.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. She wants to go clubbing and stuff.
That's it. I told you guys.
Yeah.
I told you that when this came out. I don't think people realize the difference between a 24-year-old woman and a 72-year-old
48
male
years.
Man, you know what happens as if you're at the club, you stand next to the bathroom at 72. Right? Because you got to go every 45 minutes, and you don't want to have to deal with the crowd. Aside from that, it's the worst possible hire they could have made. I don't see in any way, shape, or form how it's even remotely going to be successful. His son, from my understanding, is going to be coach in waiting.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason he did this was so his son could be coach in waiting.
I think so, yeah.
That's the truth. And that program just set themselves back a decade by doing this, because now you're locked into this. Your talent acquisition is going to be poor. Maybe the first year it's okay. Maybe the second year it's okay, but Rose right. Then those guys that you brought in, now you got to recruit them again. And they can't even talk to you. You think these kids can relate to Mac Brown? That's partly the reason he's gone. You can't talk to that guy. He's chewing on his gums and sitting in his office.
I mean,
now they're going to go talk to Belichick.
It's an issue for him.
Irish scoop came out again. Sitting in his office.
So you're going to go talk to Belichick. That's great. He doesn't want to talk to you.
Nope.
He doesn't want to have these conversations.
No.
He has nothing in common except for something that he thinks you should already know.
Kid walks into Belichick's office. Yo, coach, I'm having issues with calculus. Can you help me?
Oh
my God.
And their second choice was Tommy Rees.
Yeah.
So you hire Bill Belichick instead of that's malfeasance for your program. That is just being enamored with what? Because he's got a bunch of he doesn't have a bunch of national championships. He's got a bunch of Super Bowls. They're not the same. This is not the same thing he did.
Listen,
look, I think it's great. I hope they roll around in the gutter for the next 10 years.
We're the Orange Bowl boys. We're Hurricane fans. if the Hurricanes hired Bill Belichick, I'd be pissed.
Pissed.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
We're not a serious franchise program.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
exactly.
mean,
You're
like
They'd
Jordan
spin
can't
it.
be
They'd
happy.
spin it.
Listen.
They'd spin it all day, but no way. I'm like, this dude, no way.
You know who
so
hires Bill Belichick in 2024 as a head football coach? A basketball school. That's who does that.
That's who does that.
That's who does that. And make no mistake about it, that's who does that. And the ACC loves it because this is the basketball conference.
But Michael Jordan went there, so we're all good.
He is going to have his own show on the network. It's going to be ridiculous. They'll be friggin' you'll see his face all over the place. He'll be like the poster for the 2025 season in the ACC. 7 rings.
Now, I won't be upset if he starts saying that the reason why he went to UNC is because he wanted to be in a conference that he thought was a damn good conference.
There you go.
There's a lot of good football in the ACC and blah, blah, blah. So I bitched last week about the fact that we didn't have a voice. This conference doesn't have a voice. The only one who said anything was Rhett Lashley for a month until Dabo said something at the 11th hour before the ACC realized that, oh, are the playoffs coming up? We got to say something, right? I mean, that's really how far our heads are up our asses when it comes to ACC and their mouthpiece. So if he wants to be the voice of the ACC, by all means, people respect him.
Oh, he's got more credibility than anybody else.
I'm for it.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's what we get,
he's a good coach. He's a good coach. It's just the commodity of him is totally off for college football.
Listen,
he's a great coach.
Ain't gonna work. It won't work.
I think he'll be great at teaching these kids. It's the recruiting aspect, bro.
Yeah, terrible.
I mean, come on. All right. Let's talk about our friends. We'll start off with the one on Scoop's hat.
Bange. Right across the street. They're banged. They needed a new roof. You know who to call. They're a staple in the South Florida community. And you know their number, 981-ROOF. It's 981-ROOF, 561-954-305. It does not matter. You know what matters is that you have a trusted friend in roofer in Paul Bange. And what's his name?
It's Paul. Hey, I'm Paul.
And what do you do?
Give me a call.
Yeah, you call Paul Bange. It's as simple as that, friends. Blue tarp seasons all year long. You heard it here on the Orange Bowl Boys. Bange.
Hey, guys, listen, too. It's not just full roof re-roofs. A lot of their business is roof repair, right? And perfect example, I tell you guys this all the time, and I use them all the time. Tomorrow morning, 9:30. This morning, 9:30, when you're listening. Right now, maybe actually, if you're listening at 9:30. They're coming to do an inspection on one of my listings. Got some roof issues. Got to get it through inspection period. They're coming out tomorrow morning to do it because that's what they do. I call them. They show up. They're people everywhere. They're like a NASA system. Great company. Bange right here.
Right.
MiamiHTS.com is the official Miami Hurricane team store. Go there, either down in Coral Gables, walk in, or go to the website and use promo code OBB24, which will have to change to 25 at some point, Scoop.
Hey.
You'll get 20% off. You can also use promo code OBB at manscaped.com, and you can buy all the accoutrements that are necessary so your genitals smell good.
Good.
Yes.
Excellent.
Pepe Le Pew, let me smell your nuts.
Pepe Le Pew is a serial, molester.
Basically, you realize that back when we were kids, we loved watching him. He was basically like a rapist.
Yeah, a skunk rapist.
It
was the same thing every time. Poor black cat got a white stripe.
Right, yeah.
And next you know,
walked under some paint.
No means no, Pepe. Yeah. No means no. But Pepe never.
They got away with it because they made him French. So it was,
okay.
Depending on the French.
They were topless and wee.
He didn't have a Southern accent.
Like the cat was always mortified. They don't make them like they used to.
No, they don't. Wouldn't be allowed any longer.
I bet they start to next year, though. Hey, beatingthebookie.com is where you get
no politics. Don't get us banned. Stop.
No, I didn't. I didn't say a word.
I hinted at one earlier.
We'll have better cartoons starting next year.
Yeah.
What
Just saying,
man?
Beatingthebookie.com. Packages. You know, I saw him tweet out something today. I'm going to read it to you.
This is a mistake.
But I'm going to read it to you anyway.
Okay.
Because he put it out to public, so I'm going to publicize it.
Yeah.
Okay? Anyone who gets the full 12-month all-year package is going to get his personal cell phone. So you can text him, call him, whatever, for advice, for tricks, for treats, for whatever you need as far as making money throughout the year for all the packages. So at Beating the Bookie, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I mean, that's a pretty good deal, right? Huh?
It's insane that he's gonna just
Yeah, no. I know.
He's
It's
bringing
pretty
like
good.
crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's nuts. So that's where you go.
What's going to happen is he gives you his selections, and then someone's going to be like, "Oh, but I like this game. Let me text him. Hey, man, what do you think about this game?" He's going to be doing that for like 3 hours until tip off at 7:00.
Yes.
Every single day.
Yes. But hey,
Wisconsin?
I don't know. He said he wants to try it. 24/7 access.
All right.
Is what he said.
Sure.
Woo. Okay.
All right.
Anyway, bowl season coming up. I've
Does he
seen
have a
2
pick
max
for this
plays
Saturday?
already.
And
What?
Does he have a pick for Saturday?
He does.
Oh,
I'll give it to you. Oh, we don't have picks this
we
week.
do. We have one game to pick.
Oh, no.
You can do that now if you want.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it.
Do it
Okay,
now.
what is it?
Yeah,
What's
and
it-
it's
Army Navy.
Army
Okay.
minus 6.5.
Okay. Can we? Where are we at, Jenners?
Okay, Toast is in the lead, 53 and 52. 1 game behind him is Roman. 2 games behind him is Scoop.
Scoop's out.
We've picked 105 games, and you guys are within 2 games of each other.
We suck.
This is wild.
You said it saying I was like
500.
great minds think alike.
None of us
Come
are
on
winning
now.
any money.
Yeah, but beating the bookie is.
All right. So let's go with this. Do you want to go first row?
Well, I'm not first.
All right. I'm going to take an Army.
Are we picking after? Or do we pick more games?
He's
The
picking
playoff
now.
games?
This is the only
But
game this week.
I know
Only
this
game.
is the
No,
only
this isn't
game.
the end.
No,
Okay.
we'll do the bowls.
We're
Okay,
doing
we'll
the
do
bowls. We're doing the
All right.
bowl season.
You got to pick the playoffs and stuff.
Yeah.
Because last place wants to keep on picking.
Of course.
What's beating the bookie's thing? Who's he saying to take?
I can't tell you.
Oh, you're cheating.
Oh my goodness! What do you?
'Cause that's who
like,
Scoop's
how did
gonna
I get that? Like I've been in last place. I finally creep up to second. I'm getting slammed here by like a OBB sandwich. Nah, with
No
strike
respect.
frickin' 3, Alabama. You suck. I don't know. Sure, Army. I'll make up my ground later.
Yeah, Army.
All right.
Okay.
BTB's got Army as well. -6.5.
There you go. Beautiful. All right.
Probably wasted
before
that
we get
segment.
into,
What?
other stuff.
We doing 5 questions?
Yeah.
All right. Just hang on. Oh, first of all, Rich Rod back to West Virginia.
Rich Rod's
You
of
saw
West
that one.
Virginia.
Rich Rod going back to West Virginia.
Pat
And then-
White's going to be the QB coach.
There you
And
go.
then you got your boy going back to UCF. I mean, it's
That
just-
is awesome. I got to
It
be
is
honest with you. That is awesome.
It is awesome.
I'm a huge fan of that. I think that is fantastic.
He
Good
had
for
such
them.
a great quote too, and I wish I could remember it.
Yes,
He goes,
he did.
He's like, while you're chasing success, sometimes people forget to tell you it's like exactly right where you are. I'm just like, great
Yeah,
quote. Great quote.
the being happy something.
Mhm.
It was the quote was awesome. Now I got to bring it up. Hold on, I got to find that because it was awesome.
While
All
you're
right, while
finding
he's
that,
doing that,
my favorite
What's his
story from
name?
Scott
is
Frost.
it's not a political story, but it is a story that involves political people.
Mhm.
So I don't know, in West Palm, I don't know if you're aware, but
Hold on, I'll read it to you real quick.
oh boy.
When you're climbing the ladder of success in life, sometimes they forget to tell you to stop when you're happy. I thought that's pretty badass. Good
Not
for him
bad.
to be back. Mackenzie
Yeah.
Milton is back on the coaching staff.
Mhm.
The linebacker, the guy who went to Seattle.
Oh
With the
yeah,
one
with the
hand.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be
with
on the
brother.
coaching staff.
Jack,
So
Shaquille, whatever.
yes, awesome, very cool.
Nice.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Good. All right. So, anyways, my favorite story from the week came out of Palm Beach. The president-elect's son, Don Jr.
Mhm.
I don't know if you know, but he has been engaged to Kimberly Guilfoyle, a Fox News person, and Gavin Newsom's ex for a few years now.
Yes.
All of a sudden, like a couple of months ago, Don is spotted walking around West Palm Beach, like hand in hand with this, really hot socialite. And apparently is once again this past weekend for her 38th birthday. And everyone's like, well, what the heck's going on with Kimberly Guilfoyle, his fiance? They haven't officially broken up. Day after the photographs of him in Palm Beach for her birthday are all over the tabloids, President-elect Trump went ahead and gave Kimberly Guilfoyle a gig, ambassador to Greece. And apparently, the story is that this girl, Bettina, who's Don Jr.'s girlfriend, was like, yeah, we need to get her out of here somehow. And this is the way they came up with it. It's fucking genius.
It's good to have friends in high places.
That's
Dad,
incredible.
help me out, Daddy. I got to get my fiance out of here. No problem. Make her ambassador to Greece.
Oh my God.
Killer.
Unbelievable.
So does she relocate
She's taking it. She's going to take the gig. Yeah.
and go to Greece?
And go to Greece.
That's amazing.
And when they say it's all like Greek to me, that language, you look at it, you talk about dissonance.
Yeah, I don't
You're
know
like,
any of that
what
means.
the hell?
Yeah.
How do you even begin to pronounce this?
Like, man,
I don't know.
Oh
Oh my
my
God, that's
goodness.
amazing. That is a
Legendary
great story.
Legendary story. All right.
It really is good.
What do we got? You doing 5 questions or are we doing
Yes!
Feel
I got a
Body?
couple pieces of audio if you want.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is gonna be a long one tonight. Go ahead.
No, we're good. I did want to play Kirby after the SEC, calling out Greg Sankey on stage to
As
his,
Greg was standing
to his face.
Yeah.
You get the first round bye. What does that mean for you?
Well, it means rest for a team that Greg Sankey and his staff sit on the road all year long. We get to take a little bit of break and get ready for college football playoff. This team needs some rest mentally.
The best, though, was the camera slowly panning over to Sankey while he's basically slamming him, and Greg's like,
Yeah, he had a particular rough playoff season. I mean, he gets Alabama come out. Like, people like, you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you, but people are biting Greg Sankey hardcore. And I kept putting hashtag FGS. Nobody really picked up on it, but
I
guess-
know what it meant.
Okay. But, because there's another F chant that people knew, so you kind of like hum it in the same kind of parameters, and it was like it would make perfect sense. But yeah, he took a shot at him because he's on the road all year. Okay. So there's trouble in paradise. We see it.
I have not seen a number of conference people complain about their conference schedule more than people in the SEC. Like, I mean, Alabama's AD comes out blasting his non-conference schedule for the reason why they didn't get into the playoff when he lost all of his conference fucking games. Like, bro, you didn't lose any non-conference games. You played Mercer week 13 or whatever the fuck it was.
Mm-hmm.
How's it get easier than that? Whatever.
They were kind of cooked once they were trying to come up with that strength to schedule thing.
Mhm.
I'm like, listen, you still lost 3 times. I mean, it's done. It's put to rest. I was so hot because I just didn't want an Alabama team jumping Miami. But when it broke down and Clemson is in and SMU's in, they both had better records. They both made the ACC championship game. I made my bed and I can sleep in it just fine.
What's next, Jenners?
one more piece of audio, then we'll do 5 questions so we don't go too long here. Kenny Smith
Oh yeah.
on Inside the NBA
So
last
good.
night.
Rob,
For
you
some
see that?
reason was trying to make a point about Jay-Z, and that went south fast.
You think Jay-Z or
Probably not a good time right now.
You're silly, man. You're silly. You're
Shaq gets up and
and
walks
leaves.
silly, man. You're silly, man.
Go see if you can fix the wall, will you,
Fix the
Shaq?
wall, man.
Yeah. Here, back here.
Fix the
I'll
wall,
go.
man.
That shows
Oh, wait, yeah.
My point was,
He says, I'm coming
my
with
point was,
Earlier in the night, Shaquille broke the big board, too.
Oh my God.
He walked up to it, and he went, pop, and he hit it, and all the graphics on the board just went, grr. And then for the rest of the night, none of the graphics lined up on the big board behind them the whole night. I
That
love that
show's
show.
amazing.
I love that show. It's phenomenal. It's the best thing on TV.
I mean, that was brilliant by Charles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Probably not a good time.
probably not a good time.
All right, on that
Shaq
note.
gets up and leaves.
Oh, yeah, on that note,
So I'm
it's
outta
never
here.
a good time, but it's finally back, people.
5 questions.
Oh my!
It's back.
Back.
You barely missed it.
All right, Toasty, I heard you got one.
Season's over.
Oh,
What is
yeah, yeah,
happening
hang
with our
on. All
lives?
right. I didn't know I was leading us off, but okay, hang on a second. All right, so here's your topic. You have a choice. Your question. You get $10 million or anything under $1,000 for free for the rest of your life. Now, you can't buy a car because that's more than $1,000, but you could rent a Lambo for $999 every day. So what would you rather do? Have $10 million or get anything under $1,000 for free for the rest of your life? All your food, all your meals, free. Clothes.
So it's one particular item though that you have to have, or you always get
No,
something?
anything under $1,000 is free forever.
I'm doing under 1,000
I am too.
Okay.
because you know what I'm gonna You know what I'm going to use to get my 10 million? Stoinks.
No, yeah, no.
Come on now. You gave me the option. I'm taking it. I'm taking the stock
option
options.
to like resell stuff and stuff like that. Yeah, no, you needed to. Yeah, no.
No, I like the under $1,000.
Basically, what it means is the only thing you have to pay for in your life is your house and a car. Everything else.
I'm taking under $1,000. I have. So we said this the other day, and I had this conversation again today. It's, we used to joke. Steph and I used to joke about every time we leave the house, it's $1,000. Every time we leave the house, $100.
Mm-hmm.
This was like 10. That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, now it's like fucking 250, 300.
So then we said, 5 years ago, every time we leave the house, it's $250. Then every time it's $500. We were on the way, I think, to Disney for the night on Sunday. And it was the first time we said, you know what? Every time we leave the house, it's $1,000. Totally insane.
Most expensive place in the world.
I'm not talking about just that. I'm talking about in general. Anytime you leave the house, it's $1,000.
Some pretty nice places.
Bro.
Jenners, what are you doing, buddy?
These kids.
Oh, give me the bulk of the money and screw all you guys with this daily hustle nonsense. Like, I'm just going to go get what I want and shut it down, and that's the end of it. I'm good.
A year.
Buy me an annuity.
Yeah.
Just everyone go kick rocks.
Yeah, I really like the different options there.
Yeah.
But the amount of things I can think of under $1,000 that I'd never have to pay for again.
That's 10,000 purchases to get to $10 million.
A lot of stuff I can do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. It's all you, Ro.
I like that.
All right.
Really good question.
Question number 2. All right, we're going to go serious right off the rip. But men, why do we always say we're fine when we're not?
Because we don't want to act like pussies.
Because we hate fucking questions like this.
Yeah, but you got to answer them.
Truth.
I think for us, it's just like a culture. Like, you better rub some dirt on it. If you're going to go cry to your mother. Like we got like that tough upbringing. You're going to cry. Don't you cry. So it's just in our DNA not to show it. We're not going to show it. It's just how we were raised. You don't want to show weakness. Like, listen, I took a 92-mile-per-hour fastball off my elbow, right? My only instinct and reaction was to look at my dugout because they were staring at me, but like, you better not rub it, you pussy. Like, you better not rub it. See? Nope. And meanwhile, I'm crying and I was on the DL for like a month.
Oh my God.
I was crying on the inside.
Look, it's I've seen something on one of those social media sites somewhere, and it's talking about this, and it's talking about how, when you ask a guy and he says, I'm okay, and he says that guy's not okay.
What
right?
if he's okay?
But it's what I'm talking about. You asked the question.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when we get to this age, I think it's even there's so much riding on what we do on a daily basis. So it's we say we're okay because what are we going to do? What am I going to do? I've said this before. Speak out. We've had plenty of people who have ended it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Speak out. Say you're not okay. Talk to people. There are people that get paid to listen to you. Therapists. I know more people that go to therapists now than I've ever known my entire life. And I think it's healthy. I think it's good. Because the reality is the person at home that you talk to and see on a daily basis, they probably don't want to hear your shit. And that's not bad. It's just maybe they're tired of it. Maybe they go through it too with you. So it's okay to say you're not okay.
All right. Next up.
Jenners.
Oh, I think of my 2 cents. Emotions for most guys are kind of inconvenient. I got stuff to do. I have other people to take care of. I have things that have to get done, like Scoop said. So much is on the line every day with what we're doing. We're thinking about everybody else but ourselves.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it's like, I'm fine.
I can't be crying.
Don't worry about your stuff. I'll worry about my stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And think about that, because just piggybacking off what Jenner said too with Nick Saban, there's a story of Nick Saban, like when he was the Dolphins head coach, where there was like a player who seized, and he showed zero remorse. He literally stepped over the person and just walked about his daily business because when they asked him, what did you do? He goes, leaders don't show emotions like that. They don't show that in the face of adversity. I mean, the dude's seizing. A patient seizing is a patient not breathing. That's what I learned over the years. So, but again, it just goes to show, I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But you know what we got time for? Question 3. What is the weirdest thing you believed as a kid?
The weirdest thing. All right. When I was really, really little, listening to the radio.
You have an answer for this?
Yeah. So this is because I wanted to be in radio when I was a little kid, listening to the radio. I believed that they were not playing recordings, that there was basically like a rotating stage and the bands were there playing the song live.
That's incredible. Now I see why you have an answer for that.
There you go.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Oh my God. Did they tell you that wasn't real in radio school?
Yeah, no, I learned before I went to radio school, but there was a moment when I was in single digits that I thought the actual bands were in the studio.
That's awesome.
Jenners, you got something?
Mm-hmm.
No, not really. I'm racking my brain on this one.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything.
All right. Well, for me, my dad has this really kind of dry sense of humor. He's very sarcastic, and he got me when I was little. But he made me believe that if you fell in water in Italy, it was dry water and you weren't wet. So I literally walked around with that until I was about 19.
Dry water?
Yeah. I was like, do you guys know that if you fall in water in Italy, it's not wet? You actually come out dry? I mean, I'm telling people this in like
those bands are really there
grade,
performing.
6th grade. He probably told me that in 3rd grade, and I took him for face value. It was the weirdest thing I thought as a kid. Dry water in Italy.
I actually just thought of one too. I was convinced as a kid we were getting a robot. I don't know why.
Now you can't.
I was 100%. I know now you can, but as a kid, they were not in the 80s. No, the only guy that had a robot was Rocky and Rocky 4.
The Jetsons.
Yeah, and the Jetsons. But I was convinced as a kid we were getting a robot. Convinced.
We
Don't
should pass because there's no way.
I got nothing, man. I'm trying. I'm trying. You know that going back to my childhood, I can't think that far back.
Well, this should be a layup because we have to have one of these layup questions for Scoop if we're truly on brand with our 5 questions. But what vicious animal would you cuddle given the opportunity?
Ooh.
Will it attack you?
I mean, well, no. You have to. No, it won't attack you. You're able to cuddle
off
it.
your
You're gonna
face?
flip a coin on it, but that's the whole point of picking. You got to pick it right. There's someone's gonna fade you on sight, and there's another one that might I'm okay with this.
All right. I got what you got. All right. Oh, I know what I'm going with. I don't know why. I am gonna cuddle up with a capybara. And rub its belly.
That's fine.
Thing's gonna eat your face.
I don't think it will.
They're
I think
pets.
it's like a belly rub.
There's a lot of people who own them as pets. I don't know if you can actually own them in
belly
Florida.
rubs.
I think there's certain states that allow you and certain states that don't.
A what?
A capybara.
Capybara or a
The
capybara.
hell's that?
It's like in Australia or something.
No, they're like in the Amazon. They're the world's largest rodents. They can get up
it's
to
like a
like
mole.
200 pounds.
Yeah,
They're
it's like a giant
cute.
rat.
Yeah, my son has an infatuation with capybaras. I know him real well.
What?
I'm dead serious. Yeah, capybara.
Yeah, you could cuddle with one.
How do the two of you
A
have
capybara
such
is It's the largest living rodent native to South America.
Yeah, and I said South America, the Amazon.
There you go.
Because you know what eats the shit ton out of them is anacondas. Anacondas love those things.
All right.
That's like one of their main sources of food.
Oh my God.
Jenners, what are we doing here, bud?
I'm almost regretting doing 5 questions again.
I don't know why I've always had this weird, I always wanted to pet a tiger. Just because they're giant cats. You just want to grab him and scratch his ears.
See, that's a great answer because 50,
but he might kill you. But
yeah, 50-50 chance. But
have you ever seen the video of the person there's a giant tiger in a cage and they throw in catnip and the tiger loses it, like rolling around in it, like so. It doesn't
No
make
way.
a difference if it's a 10-pound cat or 500 pounds. They love catnip. It was like cosmic catnip, the stuff you get on Amazon. Threw it
Stop
in the cage,
it.
and the tiger's going all over it.
How's Frank the cat with cosmic cat?
Oh, they both. Well, Hitman Bob, they love it. They love it. Like
How
Bob, I
often do
wouldn't
you
cuddle
give
with Bob.
catnip to these
Bob will rip my
things?
face off. Huh?
All right, Scooby.
How often do you give catnip to these cats?
Oh, all the time. They love the catnip.
I'm very peculiar on this question and the order of things. You have to go now. What is a vicious animal you would cuddle given the opportunity?
Well, I don't think it's vicious, though. I'd love it. Well, all right. I'm going to answer the one I want to cuddle with, but I don't think it's vicious. I want to cuddle with a panda.
No, they can be vicious. You know, they
Really? Only to a piece of bamboo.
Oh my goodness. Now that he said panda, I totally gave him a layup and he didn't take it. That's why I'm going last. If there's a vicious animal I'd like to cuddle, get the opportunity, it'd be Hillary Clinton.
There you go.
Final answer.
Oh, in the
Yeah, you missed it.
You missed it.
You missed it.
A sky blue pantsuit.
With a sky blue pantsuit.
I knew it was coming when you went back to it.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
All right.
Last question. Question number 5. What silly scene from a movie or TV show do you replay in your head when you need a little laugh or just some cheering up? I will tell it's anything Leslie Nielsen for me. But if I just want to laugh randomly because I just thinking or I think about my cousin, I'm just nice beaver. Thanks. I just got it stuffed. Instantly, I'm gonna laugh and chuckle. She throws
Any
down
TV show,
she throws down a big beaver.
movie. She does.
He's looking up her dress.
Priscilla Presley,
It's the,
man.
it's
She
the
had a
size of a
beautiful beaver.
capybara. That's how
Yeah.
big the beaver.
Elvis
That's how
loved
big this
that
beaver was.
Nice
Yeah.
beaver. She's up a ladder.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. Never change.
From a movie or a TV show?
Yeah. It says book, but I know we don't read, so I'm not
Yeah,
giving
no, I
you
don't-
the tertiary
Can't even tell
option
you the
there.
name of a book. Toast?
Well, why do
Anything to
I-
make you
you're going.
giggle?
You're going.
Well, I haven't figured it out yet.
Well, so
I'm
normally,
scanning
like, I
through my
don't-
brain.
Normally, I will just go on to Reels or something, and it will only take a few minutes for me to find something
True.
to laugh in. Like I had one today that someone sent me of a guy getting ready to get married, and he has his eyes closed, and then behind him, he turns around, and it's his best friend dressed in the wedding dress, and the two of them friggin' lose it for like 2 minutes, and I'm laughing my ass off.
You know
But
what?
yeah, stuff like that. There's not like a specific though.
I don't know if you do this or
Show.
not, but I just started doing this about 3 or 4 months ago. Like, you know, whatever Pandora or whatever subscription you use for radio, just listen to today's comedy. Like, there's a channel because you think naturally to think music, but I started listening to the comedy on that, and I just once in a while I just will like 40 everything where I drive is always 45 minutes everything. So it's like 45-minute drive, and I'm just laughing hysterical.
That was one of the things, and Jenners might remember this. That's the thing that I learned at morning show boot camp like 20 years ago. And it was when XM first came out or whatever. And they were like, you're going into work at, 4:35 in the morning. Instead of music, put on stand-up comedy, because then you'll be like laughing. You'll be in that comedy mode when you get into work at 6 a.m. And so I used to listen to XM comedy like for a half hour every morning going into work. Raw dog.
I mean, the TikTok and the IG and all that stuff, as far as the comedy stuff, is great, right? I mean, I think, there's some of the comedians that I didn't really know, like who's the dude in the Budweiser commercial, right? The one who does the Trump impersonation,
Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
So
So
I saw
good.
him for the first time on whatever, and then there's the Schwartz guy, right? What's his name?
Mhm.
Recently. Isn't that his name, Schwartz?
No.
Comedian?
Hey, Schwartz
Yeah.
be with you.
No.
Schwartz?
No Schwartz.
The guy with the mustache. Isn't he a Hispanic guy with a mustache?
Named Schwartz.
Wow, named Schwartz?
Yeah.
Spanish guy
Hispanic
with a
guy
mustache.
with a
I'm
I'm
mustache.
telling you, I'm
thinking of
serious.
D'Artagnan again.
I'm just telling you.
The
Anyway, so
catnip's
I mean, the
affecting
comedy
him.
stuff on any of that stuff is great, but that's not a TV show, whatever. But little comedy stuff like that.
I'll give you the one that's quoted in our house almost every day, and you've quoted it, Earl, on this show 100 times. Swissy, Swan, Swinson, Samsonite.
Samsonite.
I was way off.
I was way off.
Every time one of us is totally off base, the other one just
And then
goes,
John
Samsonite.
Denver's,
I was
John Denver
way
is so
off.
full of shit.
There you go.
Dumb and Dumber, man.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's
You know what's
another-
quoted in our house more than anything?
Oh, no,
this is
it's
not
not
good.
good.
Oh no, this is not good.
It is not good.
Oh no, we should get that
drop
guy on
goes
our.
off
We
in my
should,
head
we
at
should get
least
that
5
guy on
times
our
a week.
pod. We should track him down and be like, bro, we quote you religiously. You
He's
might
like a
want
high
royalties,
school
though.
annower. He's got nothing going on. It would
Yeah,
happily
of
come
course.
on, I'm
We
sure.
would-
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah,
nothing.
1,000%.
going on. It's on high school basketball games.
Oh.
Like our AI
was a
knows that
basketball
we use
game?
you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was a fight during a basketball game, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have to go back and look that one up. But
Is that it? We had another question. We're done, right?
No, that was
That's it.
5.
That's
look
it.
at
That's
that.
5.
All right.
That's fine.
Are we naming it?
Oh man, I got a lot.
Boy.
I'm gonna skip this one. I wrote it down first in the show. Season my meat to eat it next Thursday. Well, I wrote that down. Agent Fluffers is a good one. Our secondary are mole people. I'm gonna miss him.
Ah, that was good, man.
Pipe interest. He has pipe interest. I've never heard that before.
But it makes sense. I mean, we knew
No, it
immediately
makes
what I was
sense.
talking about. I was like,
The size of a capybara, and a Spanish guy with a mustache named Schwartz. Which is the most nonsensical of the group.
Oh my god.
I'm good with a handful of those. I'll be honest with you.
I know, they're all good.
Oh,
I like our secondary or mole people. I don't know why.
the last one made me chuckle.
the last one I think I laughed the
That's
hardest.
what's
At
good.
Schwartz.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll go with it. A Spanish guy with a mustache named Schwartz.
Yes, what is he talking about?
What are you talking about?
His last name's Schwartz. He's Spanish.
Who is this?
Where's
Where's
a
this-
Spanish guy named Schwartz?
With a mustache. Oh, you've made this up.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's like an
He's like
SNL
Googling it
sketch.
right now. Oh,
If
boy.
you're talking about Tom Segura, I'm gonna fall out.
No, it's not Tom Segura.
Yeah, God, please no.
You need to figure out who is you're talking about and send it to us in a group chat.
I'm
so
looking
we-
right now.
Although I will say, the reel of Tom Segura and Bert when Bert is drinking Kool-Aid is
so
one of the friggin' funniest things you're ever going to see.
And I'll
It's
tell
just
you, you
hilarious.
brought up Shane Gillis. If you haven't watched Shane Gillis as Trump on Kill Tony, was one of the funniest. I think it's like 2 hours, and it's blindingly funny.
New stand-up special, speaking of it, on Netflix is with oh Christ, man.
Jamie Foxx.
No. I saw the Jamie Foxx. He talks about being like his medical thing. But who's the roaster? Jenner, son of a bitch.
Jeff
Blonde
Ross.
guy. No. He's smart blonde hair guy. Oh,
Who?
Christ, been doing it for 20 years.
Jesselnick?
Jesselnick, yes. his
Anthony
Netflix
Jeselnik?
is awesome.
So Anthony Jeselnik is
He's hilarious.
He's unreal.
brilliantly
He is brilliant.
funny.
Yes.
He's gotten better and better over the
You
years.
can't even like you sit there and you rack your brain, you rack, and you have no idea what he's gonna say.
No,
Every one of those punchlines catches you from left field.
it's fucking awesome.
It's remarkable.
Everyone.
Every one of them.
Everyone.
I'm like, I
know where the
it's
bit's
coming. I
going.
still
Nope.
Yeah.
can't figure
I'm
it
like
out.
I'm like all over the map when it comes to this because when I'm listening to these channels, Bill Burr always makes me laugh.
Amazing.
Right? Chad Daniels and then Hannibal
Burr's
Buress.
hysterical.
Hannibal
Hannibal's good.
Buress.
Nate
And-
Bargatze's great too. If you
Yeah.
ever listen to Nate Bargatze, watch some of his stuff.
Yeah,
Funny.
Nate's
You know, he
funny
doesn't
too.
he doesn't cuss.
No.
And
I
he's
find that
still
very interesting.
really,
Hilarious, yeah.
really
funny, right?
The Italian
Mhm.
guy Chris, I can't think of his last name right now too, but he's funny too. He's like, I got a Gestapo
And who's the
face.
really fat guy? Oh my God, who's the new fat guy?
The new
Oh,
fat
The
guy.
new fat guy?
Yeah. Oh, son of a bitch.
Well, the old fat guy was Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah, no, Fluffy.
And Fluffy.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
they
John,
did.
John Panette, rest his soul.
Right? John Panette, I
Whenever he
love
said
John
fluffy,
Panette. Just
yeah,
a
that's the
wonderful
thing with
human being.
our big comedians. They don't
Yeah.
last that long.
Ralphie May, miss him.
Oh, fucking Ralphie, bro.
Ralphie, dude.
God
I mean, the
damn.
original one is John
Schultz,
Candy.
Schultz, Schwartz,
Andrew
Schultz, Andrew
Schultz.
Schultz.
Andrew Schultz. Not even close to this
Even
thing.
close. Spanish guy with a mustache named Schwartz.
You
So
can't
his
tell
first
me
name is
that
what?
Schwartz and Schultz aren't close.
But they're not Spanish.
Oh, Starvos
he is.
Halkias. The guy Starvos. Oh, you haven't. Oh, all
haven't
right. So
seen
you
it.
need to. He's on Netflix. Stavros Halkias. You've got a friggin' bro. He looks like he's hilarious, dude. You got to check his shit out.
Stavros, I'm looking here.
Stavros, yeah,
All right.
I think I saw his name.
yeah. He's a thing.
We'll look
But
him up.
anyways, all right. That's it, boys.
All right, y'all.
We'll do it again next week. And we are going to be doing a live stream for the Pop Tarts Bowl.
Is Andrew Schultz Hispanic?
Not in any way.
He's not?
It's
No.
Andrew Schultz, bro.
Does he look Hispanic, bro?
He does.
Does he really?
He
Really,
does.
Scoop? Does he?
He had a bar mitzvah.
Does he, Scoop? I don't think he does.
I'm
I've
pretty
met
sure
him
he
a
does.
handful of times. He really doesn't.
I'm pretty sure he does.
I've been in studio with him. Yeah, he does not look Spanish. All right,
Like, why? dude?
we're out of here. Until next time.
His middle name's Cameron.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, there you go. Just like Pablo.
That's definitely Spanish. Yeah.
Yeah. Andrew
Nothing more
Cameron
Spanish
Schwartz.
than
Yeah, he's
Cameron.
Spanish. From
You know, our
Guatemala.
quarterback is Spanish.
Yeah, he's from Guatemala.
God,
Dude from Peru named Colton.
oh,
Yeah.
we're getting canceled.
Yes. Welcome back. 5 questions.
Did you already say something?
I already did my part.
Oh.
Stage.